Two young goalies, two rival teams, one burning question. Who's the better netminder right now? Stuart Skinner of the Edmonton Oilers or Dustin Wolf of the Calgary Flames? Skinner has already carried the load as a starter in the NHL, helping the Oilers chase a Stanley Cup run not once, but twice, while Wolf has been dominating the AHL and knocking on the door for a full-time NHL job in his first year. In today's video, we'll break down their stats, their styles, their strengths, and their potential to see which goalie truly comes out on top in the Battle of Alberta's crease. It's Dustin Wolf. It's Dustin Wolf. It's Dustin Wolf. I don't know what you want me to say. It's Dustin Wolf, and it's not even close. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode right here on Above Average. I'm YouTube Trev, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. How do you like the hat? Hey, look at that. Isn't that vintage? Yeah, it is vintage, actually. My old man gave this to me, and yeah, it looks pretty good. That's a retro. It's a throwback. Almost said flashback, but yeah, I am an Oilers fan, but I think... Dude, I love this hat. They need to rebrand back to this. Anyway, that's sidetracked. I'm getting sidetracked here. But guys, we're talking about Dustin Wolf and Stuart Skinner in today's video. Who do you think is better? Drop a comment down below because I do interact with every single one. It is a sponsored segment each and every one of the videos right here at Above Average. And yeah, I'm super curious. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I have my thoughts. I've been pretty vocal on this. And without further ado, I guess let's go into it. Stay to the end of this video, as always, because I just want to say some things. And yeah, thanks for all the continued support, guys. It truly means the world. So with all that out of the way, Dustin Wolf, Stuart Skinner, who's better, you ask? What kind of question is that? It's obviously Dustin Wolf. It's obviously Dustin Wolf. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I've been asking this question quite a bit. Obviously this all stems from the fact that Dustin Wolf did commit long-term to Calgary, an American committing to Calgary, which is awesome. I'm here for it. I love it. I've said it all along. I bleed blue and orange and blue, if you will. But to me, hockey's at its peak when the Battle of Alberta is just, it's primed and ready. That is my favorite thing about hockey, man. I've said it quite a few times on this channel, but yeah, I want the Flames to be good because when they're good, the Battle of Alberta is amazing, and that's all everyone that follows hockey seems to be talking about. So I'm all for Dustin Wolf committing to the Calgary Flames, and I'm all for the Calgary Flames committing to Dustin Wolf because this guy is a stud. And I'll get to Stuart Skinner, but I mean, we're talking comparables, like getting into the league. We'll look at the numbers here quickly. But he won goalie of the year in his second last year with Everett. He won goalie of the year in his last year with Everett. He then goes to, he makes it, to the AHL. And what does he do in his first year? He wins goalie of the year, which is super impressive. And he follows that up in his next year with goalie of the year again and league MVP. I remember right when he was right before last season started, people were saying hockey experts, hockey analysts, they were all saying outside of the NHL, Dustin Wolf is the best goalie in the world. And did I believe it? Do I believe it? At the time, yeah, of course I believed it. Man, if you watch this guy, how he plays, and just in the net, it's such an interesting position to really scout out the skill and talent because some goalies are reactionary and some goalies are just right place, right time. I know those kind of go hand in hand, but it's not true. I guess for Dustin Wolf's case, he is a reactionary goalie and he sprawls. He makes quick saves. For Stuart Skinner's case, he's a position goalie. Right place, right time. And, try and make the save. And he does sometimes. Most times. I don't know. Maybe sometimes. I don't know. We'll get into that. But, yeah, Calgary Flames fans, if you're watching this, you should be super pumped. Dustin Wolf is a stud and... I mean, it's crazy the luxury for some teams. I know I'm getting sidetracked here, but as an Oilers fan, yeah, I've had the luxury of watching Connor and Leon almost, the last 10 years. It's been great. You could argue that's the most sought after thing in hockey as a number one center. But in my life, as an Oilers fan, the one thing I can confidently say I have never seen the Oilers have is a number one goalie. like a legit number one goalie. Maybe got 1 year of it with Cam Talbot. But I mean, aside from that, I said it today. If you don't know, I'm in radio here in Edmonton, 95.7 Cruise FM. Let's go, baby. I said, I honestly think this will be Stuart Skinner's last year in Edmonton. Do I want that to happen? No. I want this guy to be good so bad. Like, I don't think you realize how long I've waited for the Oilers to have a number one in net. That's all I want, man. That's all I freaking want. I went to school with Stuart Skinner back home in Lethbridge, Alberta, when he was playing for the WHL Hurricanes, the Lethbridge Hurricanes. And Winston Churchill, that was the high school, man. This guy was a stud. He still is. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, you're knocking at him. You know, why are you always trying to hate and why are you hating on him? Like, I'm sorry. I'm super critical and I'm passionate for the team I cheer for. And you know, now I cover them, and there's nothing more I want than for Stuart Skinner to find success and be a legit number one. But as I was kind of getting to, as I said earlier, I don't know what people see for goalies, that some people are so convinced that he is legit number one and that he is unreal. I don't see it at all. I really, really don't. When I see Stuart Skinner, man, like there's nothing from his game that I'm like, wow, he's exceptional in that. Like nothing. You can talk about the numbers. Yeah, you know, he's had some good numbers, man. But the difference between Stuart Skinner and Dustin Wolf is the fact that Dustin Wolf can win you a game, and then he can win you another game, and he can win you another game after that. Stuart Skinner, dude, like, I'm sorry, he's probably won the Oilers a handful of games in the last 2-3 years watching. And if you disagree with that, I don't know what you're watching, but it's the honest to God truth, man. Like, I can't stand the argument, well, he brought the... What are you talking about? Do you know who the captain of the Oilers is? The best player in the world. Stuart Skinner did not bring them to the freaking Cup final two years in a row. Did he help? Yeah, but I mean, he also... Calvin Pickard, you could argue, helped just as much, right? So, I don't know, man. I don't know what people see in him. I really don't. I think he's the right place, right time kind of goalie, but the fact that Dustin Wolf as a rookie, well, oh yeah, and then there's this. Well, you know, Stuart Skinner, he was the Calder Trophy finalist. Yeah, and so was Dustin Wolf. But the fact is, like, Dustin Wolf, man, people were saying, like, oh, I'm going to vote for him. Like, hockey experts and analysts, they were like, oh, no, you know what, he should be, you know, maybe a nominee for the Hart last year. If the Flames made the playoffs, there was that narrative going around. It was like I seen it quite a bit. And I was like, holy crap, like, damn, really? But the more and more you look at it, the Flames could not score at all. They were one of the lowest scoring teams last year. It was Dustin Wolf that kept them in it all season long. And if Stuart Skinner was on that Flames team, there is no way they'd be where they ended up finishing, which was 1 point out of the playoff spot. I'm sorry. It's the truth. So, yeah, long story short, guys, if you're an Oilers fan and you disagree with my take, drop a comment down below. I welcome conversation, and I want to hear what you guys have to say, because it's good. It's good to talk about these things. And, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. That's my 2 cents. Quickly, like I said, we're going to go into the numbers now. Stuart Skinner, let's go with his last 3 years, okay? 914 as a rookie, 914 save percentage. Goals against average, 273. 262 goals against average in year 2 with a 905 save percentage. And then last year, his 3rd year, which was his worst year. And one thing I will say as well, you know, the Oilers defense, they suck. They still can't. No, that is such a terrible take. Like, what are you're still in, what days are it? The 20, I'm trying to look around and see if I have anything from 2010, the 2010s. No, that is not the Oilers anymore. Last year, if you're an analytics person, I can see if I can find it. I'm going to try really hard, but the Oilers gave up the least amount of grade A shots in the NHL out of every single team. And that is exceptional. That is really impressive to do. The Edmonton Oilers, yeah. Last year's Edmonton Oilers. The narrative that they suck at defense is terrible, and you should just stop with that, okay? I'm being serious. But And which is kind of crazy considering the fact that that is true, and it was Stuart Skinner's last year. So anyway, 2.81 goals against average and save percentage, 896. 896, yeah. Anyway, Dustin Wolf, let's look in his first full year, 53 games played, super impressive, 264 goals against average, 910 save percentage. Yeah, his save percentage wasn't as good as Stuart Skinner's, but again, Stuart Skinner, when he came in, the Oilers made the playoffs and were on a playoff team. Calgary Flames last year. Dustin Wolf was the reason why they were almost a playoff team. And that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. So that is my opinion. I think if the Oilers commit to a similar contract to what the Flames did for Dustin Wolf, I would be in shambles. I'd be. You think I'm heated now? Do you? You want to say heated, Trev? Huh? Yeah, no, I'd be pretty ticked. I don't see it. I don't think it's worth it at all. Especially, I don't know what's worse, the term or the money for that contract. For if it was going to Stuart Skinner, probably the money. Probably, yeah, definitely the money. But yeah, anyway, that's my 2 cents. So if you made it this far, thanks for all the continued support. I really, really, really appreciate it. And yeah, it's that time of the video. Each and every video right here on Above Average, a sponsored segment. Every video, I highlight the most liked comment in my previous video, which I just want to say, guys, thank you. There was so many nice, kind words in my last video, and it truly meant the world. This wasn't the most liked comment, but I'm going to give a shout out to @OilersFanatic. Fantastic video, Trev. You should definitely do more documentary type videos like this. Yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Honestly, that's pretty cool. I remember when I first started YouTube, you and Dolany TV, I watched quite a bit of your stuff. I'm like, yeah, it kind of inspired me to, start doing my own thing. So thank you for that. And yeah, I really, really appreciate it, guys. So more videos like that to come for sure. You guys were just all so nice. There's plenty of comments just supporting it, which was really cool. So thanks for everything. I will see you in the next one. As always, drop a comment down below. I read or interact with every single one. Leave a like. It's the best way to show your support. And puck drop is right around the corner, guys. I'm very, very, very looking forward to it. So I'm YouTube Trev. This is Above Average. Don't be average when you can be above average. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.